Watch your child soar to new heights at Cabarrus Charter Academy. Cabarrus Charter Academy is a tuition-free public charter school now accepting applications for kindergarten through 12th grade. Our curriculum encompasses a student-focused learning environment, offering whole child development while fostering strategic partnerships between families, teachers, and the community. Join us for an information session or submit an application by visiting cabarruscharter.org today.
Good afternoon, Huskies. Thank you for joining me today. I do have my coffee. I'm going to need it. It's been a day. It's only Tuesday. So we are going to give just everyone a minute or two to log in. I would like to have as many people in so we can discuss a few things, get ready for the new year. So let's give everyone just a minute so we can get on and go from there. As we are waiting, if you don't mind, go ahead and grab a pen and a piece of paper or something to just jot down a few notes as we go through the program today. Please, if you have any questions, hold them to the end. I will absolutely, as always, offer up some Q&A time. So for you to be able to ask any questions that you have. Again, if I don't have the answers, I'll make sure that we record who's asking them so we know who to get back with in a timely manner, so we can ensure that we are all on the same page and continue down our path of being transparent and just keeping everyone in the know. So give everybody just another minute. All right, it's 4:02. We're going to start. Well, welcome back. Goodbye 2020. Thank goodness. Welcome 2021. I am very optimistic. I know my team is very optimistic, and we're looking forward to a more productive and a far, hopefully, better new year. I'm truly encouraged by all the support that we have gotten thus far. Can you believe we made it through one full semester already? So it is time to tighten things up and look forward to that home stretch. Even though we have made quite a few strides, we still have a long way to go. May is just around the corner, believe it or not. And so before we know it, it'll be here. So as we're thinking, and let's go back and recap just a little bit. Some of the things that have happened. We were able to maintain our enrollment this fall. Very excited about that. I do know a lot of schools in the area. They lost a number of students, people moving in and out. But I'm very happy to say that we were able to maintain the majority of our students. We've had some new students join us. And as we look to the future, we want to continue to pull those students in. The more the merrier. The more students we have here at Cabarrus Charter, the more opportunities, the more things that we can do and offer our students. More different sports teams, clubs, activities, those types of things. Unfortunately, we're still stuck underneath the COVID restrictions. I was really hoping that we would lighten things up a little bit, but unfortunately, we are going to just right now maintain with all the things going on in society and with COVID still on the rise. We're just going to hold and maintain our safety precautions and what we're doing. And until further notice. But that's one of the reasons I know right before the break, I sent out a message saying we were going to poll and survey our families again. Really and truly at this point, since nothing has changed, we are not going to survey. We are going to continue forward. We did have a slight change, but it's not going to impact students in and out of the building. And we'll explain more of that in a minute for middle school. For this time being, high school is going to march forward exactly the way they were. We're going to remain in our cohorts. High school students are going to log in. If you're a cohort 1 flexible model, you're coming to school Monday and Tuesday, and then you're virtually Wednesday, Thursday. If you're in cohort 2, you are coming Wednesday, Thursday in the building, and you are attending virtually Monday, Tuesday. If you're a full remote student, you are going to remain fully virtual. Monday through Thursday as well. And then Friday, all students are virtual. So the changes, and I know I've communicated this out with middle school families, is that's the model that we are moving to from middle school. We are going to mimic the high school schedule. So please let me be clear. We are not opening the campus fully to students yet for 4 days a week. What we are doing at the middle school level is changing from 2 days of synchronous work and 3 days of asynchronous work to now we are moving, just like high school, to 4 days of synchronous work. So let me explain. Cohort 1 middle school students, if you came to school on Monday and Tuesday, and then you were at home Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, what you're going to do is attend class on Monday and Tuesday like you always do. But on Wednesday and Thursday, instead of working asynchronously by yourself, what you're going to do now is log in every period with your teachers virtually from home. So you are going to get 4 days of instruction now with the teacher. It'll just be 2 in person and 2 from home. Virtual students will remain exactly the same, except you are going to log in 4 days a week on Monday through Thursday. Friday will be an asynchronous day as always. So if you're a cohorted student and you normally came to the school on Wednesday and Thursday in person, you now are going to be required to log in every period Monday and Tuesday from home. We do realize that this is going to be a change. We do realize that this is increased screen time for all students, but we will work with you. Our teachers are going to be very strategic in how we handle this, especially as we continue. Because if you remember, middle school families, we were very intentional from day one on how we were going to work with our students and our families, ensuring that all of our systems are in place, making sure everyone has enough tools to get the jobs done. But at this point in time, we've had a full semester. We need to move forward and get our students back in. We need more time with our students, and our students need more interaction with our teachers as well as their peers. So again, all students, grades 6 through 12, remain in their cohorts, but now all students will be logging in to classes every day for every period. Now, one change for middle school, though, is we are adding a study hall period at the end of the day. We feel that it's important. We're going to shave about 4 minutes off each of class, and we're going to add a study hall period at the end of the day that will be geared specifically to offering more tutoring time, as well as giving that extra time for students to be able to work specifically on that work. Now, again, I'm encouraged that we've seen an increased effort as the year has moved on from our students. We're turning in more work. We're academically participating more. But we do still see a need that especially the younger students need that extra push and encouragement to continue to do. It also frees us up a little bit more to dive in and give specific attention to some of those that absolutely need it. So again, very intentional with our middle school schedule, and it will actually begin on the 19th. The middle school teachers have been sending out individual schedules to the families. If you do not receive your individual student schedule by Friday, please be sure to email the school. Now, we were very, very specific in not changing students' teachers. Last time when we had a schedule change, we had to move and finagle some of the students' teachers. But this time around, we were able to keep the students with the teachers in the specific subjects. And not everyone changes, but some students might. If they had started out in English on the first time, they may move English to third period. We may have a move that way. But no matter what, the students are going to get to stay with their teachers for this move. And I anticipate, unless they let us open up fully, this will be the schedule that we finish the year out. So again, I'm hoping that that things do change in the world and we can go back to what we call normal. But until then, this will be the final change on our schedules moving forward. Okay? So again, I'm not going to send out the survey unless we have a big change. All right, moving on. If you have any other questions about schedules, please hold them until the end, and then we will address them. I do have quite a few updates I want to share with you. One, we're exciting news. We have a new but not so new nurse. Miss Alicia Hall has returned to CABA. She is picked up right where she left off. She is going to help us move into this new year. Her presence has already been felt in a positive way. She has been addressing some of the issues, helping us make sure that everything is on task. We've been doing a very great job, and I do want to go back. I want to commend our entire community for the work that we have done to keep each other safe. We have been very fortunate to have very, very few COVID cases. COVID has not necessarily hit our campus, knock on wood, nearly as hard as it has hit other areas. And I give that to the families, the staff, the students for wearing their masks, for using the hand sanitizer, washing their hands, socially distancing, and doing their part to keep us all safe. Those who have reported COVID to us, we have had some families that have decided to self-quarantine just on the side of caution, which we really, really do appreciate. And I'm very happy to say that we are fortunate to have our virtual learning systems in place, and that all of our students have access to the internet and computers in order to stay on top of those things. And we really feel that we haven't suffered because of COVID on those aspects. So Nurse Hall is in. We're great. A couple of academic highlights. If you remember at the beginning of the year, we did say that we are starting an honors program here. That is up and running. We have a number of students that are working toward earning honors credit in high school for English and social studies. We are already laying the foundation for next year to add math and science honors classes as well. At the middle school level, we are continuing to offer Math 1 for 8th graders who demonstrate competency, proficiency in 7th grade as we move forward to let them get a high school credit in 8th grade. Preparing for next year to help set our future 8th graders up for success, we are going to be starting an accelerated science, what we call compacted math course in 7th grade. So we'll begin starting that push as we go. And we are also in the final stages of getting an AIG program started here at the middle school, grades 6 through 8. And then we can support them with the additional honors classes, AP classes, and dual enrollment stuff that we have going on in the high school now that we're very excited about. Before the break, we did have students test. A large majority of our students in grades 6 through 10 took our MAP testing. It's a diagnostic that we use to make educational decisions here. We've had some families reach out and ask about when am I going to get those results. I'm really interested in how our students are doing. I'm very encouraged by the data that we did receive from those tests. Well, if you have a student that is in person, attending school in person this week, they should be getting the diagnostic reports to bring home and show their parents this week. If you are a fully remote student, your scores will be available for pickup here in our office beginning Friday morning. So if you're an in-person student coming in the building, we are sending those test scores, printed pages out with your student home by the end of the week. And if you are a fully virtual student, that information will be available for pickup at the front office. If you are normally an in-person student and you, for some reason, are out this week for whatever reason, we will make your scores available for pickup on Friday as well if a family member wants to swing by and grab them. So again, the testing, I'm very happy with the results. I think we are making great strides academically this year. So kudos to the teachers for their efforts, and kudos to the students for continuing to work, and of course the families for supporting what we're doing. A couple of things I want to go over, just important dates with you. So this Friday, the 15th, is the end of the second quarter. Please make sure that your students understand the end of the quarter is close of day Friday. That is the last day that we'll accept any classwork for second quarter. We have got to get these grades in. If we cut At the end of the quarter on the 15th, we do not accept any work after that. That gives our teachers time to finalize grades. And then your grades will be, your report, end of second quarter report card grades will be available online to check. Our goal is January 25th. So second quarter grades will be, you'll be able to view them through PowerSchool for that final second quarter grade. Will be on PowerSchool on January 25th. Please do not check PowerSchool until then. We do still encourage parents to look at Schoology as their one-all, be-all for up-to-date grades, where the students are at this point. But the final grade that will come out on PowerSchool will be the second quarter grade. So double check that. So again, January 15th. January 18th, we are going to honor Martin Luther King, and that is a school holiday day. So Monday the 18th is a day of school. No school will be had, virtual or in person, on Monday the 18th. And our new middle school schedule, the new schedule I spoke about 20 minutes ago, that is going to effectively start on January 19th on that Tuesday. So January 19th. Only students that come into the building are the ones that are cohorted in cohort 1 that are typically coming to the school Monday and Tuesday in person. Everyone else will be logging in virtually on that day. Let me say it again. Normally on a Tuesday, only cohort 1 that are scheduled to be in the building will attend school in person on Tuesday. All other students will attend virtually in their classes beginning at 7:30 that morning. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, or you can reach out to your teachers and they can give you some more information about that. Moving forward, so that's on, we already talked about the 25th. On the 29th, that is a Friday. Friday the 29th is picture makeup days. That's a makeup day for pictures, student pictures that we will use for the yearbook. We will be sending out an email to families whose students we are missing a picture from. We are choosing to do it on Friday the 29th because on Friday is an asynchronous day that will have less students on campus. That way we can provide a safe environment to take pictures. We will send out a link for you to sign up for those. And those pictures will be taken in the gym where we took their first round of pictures. That way we can keep it all socially distanced, and we have plenty of places for you to, we have mirrors, that kind of thing. So the 29th, Friday the 29th is student makeup days, and a sign-up sheet will be coming for you. One other important date, just throwing it out there, February 15th is President's Day. That is another school holiday that we will observe, and there will be no school then. Okay, athletic fees, athletes, those students who participate in our athletic program, we have athletic fees are up and posted on My School Bucks. If you're an athlete and have not taken care of that athletic fee, please make sure that you do so. They have already been invoiced and posted up on your My School Bucks. Please take care of that for us as soon as you can. Speaking of money, we are doing a school-wide fundraiser. It's a K-12 effort. What we like about this fundraiser, it is no touchy. No, it's we are going to do students can purchase pizza kits, and we are going to provide a login and provide some information to you via email that you can share with anybody, any family member across the country. And what it is they can purchase pizza kits from Little Caesars Pizza. That they are, if the pizza kits are purchased online from Little Caesars, Little Caesars will deliver straight to the home, and proceeds from the sales will come back to CABA. So it's a very good opportunity for us to earn a little bit extra, provide really good pizza. And the cool thing is I've got family that live in Texas. I can send the link to my twin brother who lives outside of Dallas and say, hey, help us out, order pizza. And by doing that, it will be delivered to their house. Nobody has to touch anything, and it will benefit our school. So just please know that's coming. Information about that will be coming out on the 19th of January as well. It is that time. Driver's education. Families, please hear me on this one. Cabarrus Upper Campus does not host driver's education at this time. Any student that is interested in driver's education, they need to contact Cabarrus County Schools, and they can give them the information there. So again, driver's education does not happen here. You need to contact Cabarrus County Schools, or there is another third-party provider in the area. There are several of them that you could, excuse me, sorry. There are several vendors available. Prices vary depending on who you go to. Also, timing depends. So if you are looking at driver's education, please make sure, and if you have any other question about that, you can contact us and we can direct you where you go. One other big ticket item that I have for you today is we love our students. We want our students to come back to us. We want to continue down this path together and, continue to have the opportunity to educate your student. It is that time to fill out intent to return. We've had a very positive experience this year, and I think it's only going to get better as we move forward. So it is that time, intent to return. Please remember, intent return is a two-step process. One, once you follow the link that we've sent out to you already, you have to hit yes. Once you hit yes, you then have to click re-enroll, because what that'll do is that'll take you to a landing page where you have to verify and update any personal information, cell phone, address, that kind of thing. So to re-enroll for next year, which I would really, really hope that we can get 100% re-enrollment this year, to click yes, and then you have to click re-enroll, fill out the information, and then submit it, and then you should be good. So please make sure. We're also looking for students. It's that time. So if you have a family member, you have a friend, get that word out for us. And if you have any questions, please send them our way. All right. At that time, I know that was 22 minutes of just go, 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 go. We're going to open it up for questions at this point. So Mr. Thomas, if you want to start rolling those in for me, we will address them. Great feedback. Ms. Hall is a great nurse. She's glad she's back. So are we. Here's another question. Guys, dress code. We are a dress code school, uniform school. We've been pretty easy, pretty lax moving forward into the first of the year. Guys, we really need to start helping each other get our students in our school uniform. It's very specific, very detailed. I've mentioned it many times. We need to avoid headbands. We need to avoid hoodies. We need to pull our breeches up. We need to wear belts. Crocs and Croc style shoes are not permitted here. We encourage tennis shoes just because we're active. We have PE. We have other classes. So please make sure we are adhering to the dress code. And if there are any issues, I'll be contacting you individually. What else? I'm still our testing coordinator. We're still waiting on those results. As soon as we have them, we will send them to you. I do know that they opened a much larger window this year for pre-ACT, obviously with COVID and that type of thing. So as soon as we get them, I promise we will send them out as soon as I have them. Each individual student's, the great question about the new schedule. The middle school, each individual student will receive an email to the student's email address. We provided a Microsoft Outlook email to every student this year that they have to use to log in. They can access it through Clever or through Microsoft 365 Outlook. We are sending those emails straight to them, and it has the detailed period by period schedule. So ask your student to double check. If they do not receive it or you do not see it, just please email Miss Malcolm or Miss Rogers, and we can get that to you then. We are definitely looking into that, absolutely. We're just trying to see how the restrictions are going and where we are then. This year we're having to modify graduation again, but I do want to honor our 8th graders and get them ready for a good send-off to high school as they have completed middle school. So we definitely want to try to honor them in some fashion. How that looks is still to be determined, but I do want to acknowledge them for their efforts. So absolutely. I'll be talking to Ms. Baldwin about that. Has a date been set for graduation? It has been set. Let me double check my calendar because I do not want to tell you the wrong date. It will be June 5th, I believe. Hold on. Let's see. Yes, June 5th is going to be graduation, and we're going to keep it in the same venue downtown or uptown Charlotte. It's the center. It's a church. Oh, crud. Oh, the Great Aunt Stella Center. Thank you, Mr. Shield. Yep, the Great Aunt Stella Center. It's a beautiful facility, gorgeous stained glass. It worked out wonderfully for our graduation last year. So we're excited to be able to utilize that facility again this year. We have a small enough class that we can fit. Oh, thank you, Ms. McDonald. Yes, ma'am. I used to be I taught AP Environmental Science, I taught chemistry, and I taught oceanography. So yes, ma'am, but thank you. That was very nice. Thank you. Those of y'all don't know, I did used to teach, and every now and then I try to get into the classroom, and because I still want to keep myself sharp. So, and it gives me a great way to get to know the students. So. All right. We do have basketball season is up and going. We did have to cancel a game. We are always going to shout on the side of caution, or err on the side of caution with our team. So we did have to cancel our game tonight, but basketball season is going. We've won the last two basketball games pretty handedly. Our teams are competing. So we are excited that athletics are going. I know cross country is beginning up. So as we continue to move in, hopefully restrictions will lighten up, but we are allowing small numbers of groups to come and visit and view the basketball games. I do know Mr. Shields live streamed the last basketball game. So if you do not feel comfortable coming in, or if you just don't want to make the trip, you can view our basketball games online. Yes, we are still asking that all students, when they come to school, if they make it before 7:30, to come through carpool. We do not want students going through the front office unless they are tardy. So please make sure we utilize carpool in the morning as well as carpool in the afternoon. We do have our systems in place. It's the best way to keep us all socially distanced. We're able to check temperatures there. We ask the questions that are required of us. We're also able to check uniforms, as well as check to make sure students have masks before they come into the building. So we want to ensure that everyone is safe and that we are following the same protocols. Also, we have installed water bottle filling stations here on campus. So we had to shut down our water fountains because we didn't want our students touching those, but we do have touchless water bottle fillers on both levels, upstairs and downstairs. So please make sure you send a water bottle, a reusable water bottle, in with your student daily, so they can fill that water bottle up and they can utilize it. They don't have to touch anything. We still do. We were given a very generous donation of water to the school, so we ensure that all students have water or have that available to them. But to continue our efforts, please send in that reusable water bottle that they can fill throughout the day. The government has still provided assistance for all students. All students who attend school are able to pick up, they serve breakfast and lunch daily. At lunch, they get a choice of either a hot lunch or cold lunch that we deliver to their classroom. So and we've had barbecue chicken sandwiches, we've had pizza, we've had wraps, Caesar salads, chef salads. It's a good mix, and the ladies do a really good job for us there. The portions are they're good. Hot breakfast, hot lunch is always available for them. So Absolutely. Computer devices. Yes, please. We want our students to bring their computer to school every day. We want to make sure that they have them. We cannot require students to turn their cameras on, but parents, can y'all please help me out? It's really frustrating sometimes for our teachers when they are trying to teach a student and the student logs in but doesn't turn their camera on or doesn't respond when spoken to. That tells us that they're not there. So if you could help us out with that, if you could encourage your students to at least turn their camera on if they have one, to say hi, or to make sure that they are responding, because if a student does not respond during a class, they're going to be counted absent for that class. So please know that. Just because they're logging in, that doesn't mean they're going to get credit. They have to participate and they have to turn in their work. So please help us out with that. Right, next question. Next question. We are excited. We did, I know y'all, we had Mr. Waples did move on. We hired Miss Tara Jones. She comes to us. She started this past week. She is fitting right in. She slid right into that position, and she is doing a phenomenal job. So we're excited that Tara Jones is here as well. Excuse me. Yes, ma'am. Classes do begin at 7:30 sharp. Guys, please help us making sure that everyone shows up on time. If your student shows up tardy, that does become a distraction in class. We do announcements that are important in the morning. We also take lunch orders first thing in the morning for class. So if your student is late to school, that just kind of puts a wrinkle in everything. It disrupts the class as they come in. It messes up our lunch order. So please make sure you make a conscious effort to get your student here on time and in the building in carpool before 7:30 so we can start right off the bat. We can maximize every minute that we have our students on campus. Again, we are limited to the time that we can have in person. So if students are coming into the building, please help us maximize that time with your student by getting them here on time. All right. Well, folks, I do appreciate it is now 4:32. Questions are slowing down. I do appreciate everyone's effort, and I do appreciate all the support again. Thank you for coming in. And those of you who could not attend today, we are recording this, so we will post it. But again, I do appreciate you. I look forward to working with you, continuing on, moving into the spring. So have a wonderful, wonderful week. And if you have any questions, you can always reach me at jpierce@caberischarter.org, or you can call the school here at 704-886-2158. Please know I try to stay out of my office. I try to stay out and about with my students and staff all day. So I don't necessarily answer my phone calls every minute because I don't sit behind my desk all day. So, but I do, if you do call or leave a message or you send me an email, I do respond as fast as I can. So, but if for some reason you don't hear from me, please email me again or call again, but I will get back with you just as soon as possible. So again, thank y'all so much. Have a great rest of the week.
Watch your child soar to new heights at Cabarrus Charter Academy. Cabarrus Charter Academy is a tuition-free public charter school now accepting applications for kindergarten through 12th grade. Our curriculum encompasses a student-focused learning environment, offering whole child development while fostering strategic partnerships between families, teachers, and the community. Join us for an information session or submit an application by visiting caberischarter.org today.